We're back at it again, ladies and gentlemen, with a dedicated roast video. And you better believe Professor Zill is in the house. Gotta put the spectacles on here. Now, for those who are new to the channel, I used to do roasts in every, account lookups in every single video. At least, like, I'd say like 1 to 3. And the videos were run, 45 minutes to an hour plus. So I started doing dedicated roast videos. This is actually the second dedicated roast video. And I'm going to try to do these, I said once a week, but I think it's going to be more like once every 10 days perhaps, somewhere in there. It all depends on what's going on. It all depends on my schedule and what's going on in the game, actually. So, I believe we have 6 or 7 lucky contenders today that we're going to check out their accounts. Let's, before we get started here, actually, I want to mention to you guys, so I ended up doing I ended up getting stage 20 done. I got stage 20 and I got it recorded. I know you guys like to see that kind of thing. But here's the thing. Being able to do 2 clears from like 20 to 25, I'm not sure if that's really possible. The team that I used Dr. Strange lead, Sentry, and Sharon Rogers. Now we already know Sharon Rogers' value. Sentry was actually he's really good for Mephisto. He's got the movement speed, he's got the revive, he's got great survivability, and he's got really good damage. At least for me, I know some people struggle with him when playing Null, and I know because like one of the reasons is because his tier 3 likes to stick sometimes. So you can't necessarily get his tier 3 off every other rotation, but you just gotta learn the way of the Sentry, I suppose. But that happens to me too. So don't worry. Don't think it's just you. That's just one of the things. Kind of like Cable's tier 3, right? Sometimes his tier 3 sticks as well. That's just the way it is with certain characters and certain skills. But I did get 20 done, and I think I might try to do something where I clear. I might even be able to do it with Crescent Lead, Iron Fist in Moon Knight. I was gonna say Moonstone. I might be able to do it, but I'm trying. I think the damage might be there, but I keep dying. I think I just maybe need to get a little more familiar with his mechanics, going down the phases. When you should attack, when you shouldn't, because like Moon Knight especially, right? Because he has these mechanics in place where, like, you can't just face tank him. You can't face tank him, and you can't be in the same spot for too long because he's got these attacks that just pierce everything. They pierce iframe. They pierce everything. And as we know, Moon Knight's awaken rotation, right? The 3, 5, 6. You're staying in the same place, and then you're waiting for 3 and 5 to come back off cooldown, and the proc to run out to go back into 3, 5, 4. Picture how long you're actually standing there for, right? So that's one of the issues there. All right, so I just wanted to touch on that because I know Mephisto was all the craze. Now let's jump into our very first contestant here is going to be boom, Chipcox. I told you, Chipcox, I was going to get to you, my guy. I know I pulled your comment up in one of the past videos, but here we are. He's commented on this is a couple weeks ago, I think, or this isn't recently, isn't super recent. So he says, keep up the good work. Videos are extremely helpful. Can you do a basic Null World Boss Legend mechanics video? What to avoid, what each stage does, etc. Would also love some card recommendations when and if you have time. Butter icon. So this is when I had the code words. The code words in the videos, because I was doing the roast. I said, if you want a roast, I'm going to say a code word. I said 3 times during the video. Once in the beginning, like once in the middle, once in the end. So you had to watch the whole video if you wanted to get roasted. I thought that was pretty fair. But I'm not doing that anymore. But here we go. Let's pull up this man's account here and see what we got going on. All right, here we go. This is Cage 1123 Chipcox. Okay, so first off, so one of the golden rules is to craft the card fully. Don't just craft. Like you have all 5 cards crafted and only 1 is complete. Like you should have just finished the baby spider card. But to be honest, so I already went ahead and looked at your stats. I think this is your best roll here. Thing is this card, it's a PvP card, and one of its biggest values is that HP proc on it. You get the 20% HP when dodging. And so I know it's 7 quality, but and you don't even have the attack stat on it either. So personally, I don't think this is a good roll. I'd roll that. Preferably you want the proc. You can get all attack, physical attack, and I think the proc as well. I'm not sure. The proc might be on one of either the physical attack or all attack. I'm not exactly sure. I believe it's the one attack stat, the either physical or energy attack one. But I totally roll that in the future. I know it's 7 quality, but you know, you're kind of in a sticky situation because you started crafting all your cards, and you know, this one's okay. I would go ahead. I'd craft your cable and your baby spider, and then I'd roll your baby spider in the future when you have some, you know, more lenience. But I would totally replace these two once you get better cards, right? You're getting the tokens. So finish crafting the cable, finish crafting the baby spider, and then hopefully you get something better that you can replace this Black Panther and then this Loki card with in the near future. That's what I would do. And you have way too much ignore defense and cooldown, so you could sacrifice some of that. All right. Moving on. Okay, let's talk about your characters now. All right, so Sentry, like we talked about, he's like that unicorn where you can kind of give him you can put Odin's Blessings on him as he has a PvP build, and yeah, it looks like you like PvP. You got a greed on Quicksilver, you got a regen on Thanos, binary power for this guy. So do you use this guy for PvP? You got the PvP ISO 8 set on him, and then okay, so you know we spoke about Odin's Blessings on PvP characters. Jean Grey, you definitely want him. So it's all HP. Give her as much HP as possible, and then try to cap out her dodge. And then everything after that, you can give attack. You can give attack to. Okay, and Doctor Strange, you know, his value's kind of fallen off a little bit. Same with Deadpool, just because all defense down does not apply to World Boss Legend. And by the way, get the max proc on that. Get the max proc on that, and I would probably, I mean, you got 3-star Uru on this guy, and then you have Odin's Blessings. I don't know about that. This guy, his value's definitely fallen off as well. Odin's Blessings, Rage, you could probably move that to somebody else. And then same with Magneto, his value's fallen off as well. And you could probably do the same thing to him. And you don't even have the max roll on this. Okay, so look, where it says increase to 0.07, you want it to say, oh wow, both of them are like that. This guy too, and Magneto. My goodness, man. Okay, so you want that to say 0.09. So you want it to say increase 0.09. The same thing as you have on Doctor Strange here. Dr. Rage. It's a new Marvel character, by the way, Dr. Rage. So that's what you want on that. So you always want to roll your CTPs with the max proc. So this is 180. That could be 200. This one 0.7. You want that to be 0.9. Yeah, and you want to try to, you know, cap off their crit rate and their dodge. Like that is super low crit rate. I can't imagine you're making that up. I mean, this isn't that bad, but yeah. And then, okay, so mind damage. Yeah, Professor X, he's not really needed for anything, but you got Odin's Blessings on him. Why? I totally take those off, put them on somebody that matters, like Rogue. Rogue is really good now. I would take one of, okay, so do you have, let's see, let's keep on going. And you have Blessing of Asgard on her? Okay, all of your PvE characters, even PvP characters, just go with like Overdrive, Hawkeye, or Power of Angry Hulk, depending on if you need cooldown or ignore defense, right? And so I totally changed her ISO 8 set. Her ISO 8 set's fine. Hawkeye is good. You have a lot of ignore defense and cooldown, so I have to imagine you have flexibility with either one there for sure. But you want the max proc on that, and you have Odin's Blessings on her, but then you have like 4-star Uru. I don't know what, you know, try to put 6-star Uru on him if you can. And then this guy, you got Odin's Blessings on him, but you have, you know, you got a, this is like, I don't know, do you use him for PvP or do you use him for PvE? And okay, so you got, see, this is a good roll on an energy here, and you got Odin's Blessings on her. I mean, do you use her like for high-level PvE content? I can't imagine that you do. I can't really imagine that you do. And let's see. Oh, okay, so you got, all right, okay, what do you got on? Let's see. Binary power on Ghost Rider. No, my friend. Do not do that. Do not do that. Switch that. Like I said, one of the three attack ISO 8 sets. And what do you got in this? Latent damage, crit damage, 180. Okay, not bad. Judge. Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take one of these energies here. Who did you? So like even maybe even Deadpool or Black Widow. No. This energy right here, this energy you have on Luna Snow, put that on Beta Ray Bill, take that judgment and put it on Rogue. That is what I would do 100%. And what do you got on Moonstone? You got an obelisk on her. Then, you know, put an energy on her. I don't care where you get it from, but put an energy on her. All right, that should keep you busy. That should keep you busy for a little while. Character to work on next. I'd say Cable for sure, 100%. Grab him. Odin, definitely tier 3 him. Valkyrie's really good because of the support, right? So Odin, Cable, Valkyrie, those 3 I would totally work on next. Don't awaken Ares. He's just not good. He's just not good. So you got a lot to work on. Focus. See these ISO 8 sets. Definitely just give them all Power of Angry Hulk, Overdrive, or Hawk's Eye. Just to be on the safe side, just do that. Unless it's like Hulk or somebody like that. Yeah, and you're missing Hulk too. All right. Okay. I hope that helps you out, man. I hope that helps you out. You got your work cut out for you, man. All right. Let's move on to the next. And here we go. Our next contestant is ziamislam. He says, "Good sir, can you please see my account? I need some help. I only have 2 clears of null." He's giving me his IGN. He says, love your account and video. Stay safe, everyone. You stay safe too, my friend. All right, I actually already have this guy's account pulled up here. Let's take a look. All right, so let's check out his cards. Okay, so I looked, and his cards are actually looking pretty good, favoring energy attack, which most card sets actually do. And he's got a good amount of max HP. Maybe he likes himself a little PvP action. Let's check out what he's got going on here. Okay, so this is actually a pretty, it's a pretty good roll. He's got energy attack cooldown, max HP, not too shabby. It's max HP energy attack. It's kind of like just like the last one we looked at. Not too bad. So you're like 1 attack stat from having like a really good really good rolls, right? And then I mean you have decent rolls on all these cards. I'd say like unless you have better options in inventory, I mean you could probably go ahead and continue crafting, and then in the meantime if you get something better, then you can go ahead and swap something out. The first card I'd swap out would probably be this one right here. This one I think is a little bit better than that one, right? Yeah, that's definitely a better roll. But yeah, go ahead, finish crafting that. I'd go move on to crafting this Cable card next, and then Black Panther, and then these 2. It's easier to replace these 2 cards than those 3. I'd say that much. But not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay, let's take a look at some of your characters here. Okay, so what do you got going on here? So these authorities, I don't think these are that hard to roll. I'd roll this with you definitely want the. Try to get the max roll. Like you have 4 seconds of invincibility. That 1 second could actually matter a lot. And I wouldn't take those Odin blessings, throw them on Cable or Sharon Rogers, right? So he says he only has 2 clears. He only has 2 clears. I'm guessing Sharon Rogers is one of them, and then maybe Cable or Beta Ray Bill another. So I do like Star-Lord lead. You could do Cable, and I like to do Star-Lord, lead, Cable, and then Gambit. If you can get Gambit, they make a really good team. And I use Scarlet Witch lead with Sharon Rogers, and then Valkyrie for support. Or you can do like Cyclops with Sharon Rogers and then just like any other character, even like Silver Surfer. But you should be able to clear a solo Sharon Rogers. If you haven't watched the video that I made on Sharon Rogers, watch that, and that should give you some direction on how to clear it with her. And then, like I said, Cable's really good, so just give him a lead, right? You can give him like Cyclops, Cable, and then just whatever other character, even just throw Hulk in there. Cable should be able to solo for that, you too. Or so you have Medusa, Ghost Rider, and I don't know, you get Sentry, well, you have a PvP build on him, so that really won't work. Moon Knight is really good. Do like Beta Ray Bill, Moon Knight, and Thor. That team should be able to clear for you because you have energy on Moon Knight. And I actually I was using this team up, Beta Ray Bill, Moon Knight, and Thor all the time, and that was a solid clear for me. But you should be able to clear at least 3 times. I'd say 3 times, and then go get yourself Odin. Finish crafting that card. Hopefully, you get some Pierce on cards. And get Valkyrie as well. You want that, so you want Valkyrie support, you want Mystique support. Getting those 2, that should give you another clear right there. And then Moonstone, of course. So I totally work on those characters. Those characters will bring you the most value. And I know for folks that don't have a lot of Pierce and are playing like 1 to 10, right, or even like 1 to 14, Null is a really good clear as well. Null's actually really good for Mephisto as well because of his survivability. All right. Okay, man. I hope that helps you out. Let's move on to the next. All right, here we go. So we have malcolmx says, any chance for quick account rolls, please? IGN, Weriter. Thanks. Okay, so here we are. Already pulled his account up here. And from looks of it, it looks like he's got some good cards, right? The only card I'd maybe replace is this Black Panther card here. But let's see what he's got. So he's got 1 of the attack stats, 6 quality. He's got both the attack stats, 4 quality, not too shabby, with 4 blue stars. And what's the, so what is that, Mine Resist there? Yeah, you should be able to roll that, get that last blue star, man. That additional 3% Pierce will do wonders for you. And then you got this one fully crafted here. Wow, all those green stars. That kind of stinks, but yeah, you're gonna want to change those in the future at some point. I'd probably go ahead, finish crafting your set, finish crafting this card like you are doing, and then come back to whatever needs to be changed. But why did you start crafting this one and then start crafting this one? I don't understand that. I don't understand why you'd want to do that. Just finish one of these. I'd finish this cable card here, finish that, and then because potentially these 2 cards, the Loki and the Black Panther card, are easier to replace. But your stats look really good. You kind of have low ignore defense, but because of your very high cooldown, that should kind of make up for it, right? You can utilize those other stats, uniform options, 4th gear options, as ignore defense instead of cooldown. But other than that, it looks pretty good, my friend. Looks pretty good. All right, let's look at your characters here. Okay, so Rage on null, not too shabby. Depending on where you use them, ABX, Rage is going to shine the most. Energy is definitely better for this guy. You don't have his gears finished off, but yeah, go ahead and finish his gears. He's going to bring you some great value on your account. And Sentry, you got him done with a regen. Nice, not too shabby. All right, got a greed on this guy. I think that's a good CTP for him, as I've heard. I might want to test that out. And then Rage on Dormammu, not too bad, but he's just, in my opinion, he's not, he's not the greatest. I think, he's actually really good for, like, Alliance Conquest, PvP. Like, I die, like, on auto, in Timeline. A lot of my characters die because of his Reflect. He's actually pretty good. Okay, and I like this. You got, it seems like you know what you're doing, man. It seems like you know what you're doing, except this. Any character that's built for PvP, maybe besides Sentry, don't give him Odin's Blessings. Just don't do that. Just not a good thing to do. Not a good thing to do just because you can utilize them for somebody else. So, like, on Thanos here, yeah, give those to somebody who will actually do some work for you. Maybe Moon Knight, maybe even Iron Fist, but I think Moon Knight still might be just a little bit better. Okay, you got the max roll on that. Very good. Yeah, Cable's excellent. Cable's, he's one of my go-tos for clears, right? For Null, even Mephisto now. He brings you great value in ABX. He's got the highest potential for scoring. Okay. And let's see what else we got here. Destruction on Deadpool. Okay. He's got penetration, but so, like, destruction on characters that have penetration, it's just an easy, in my opinion, it's an easy thing to give them, like, crit damage, guard break, and then like a 200 proc, right? Because all those stats are fixed. And it seems like a lot of the characters that you're actually going to use for anything, useful, they're going to have penetration on their skills. Most of them do now. All right, so, we already know Namor's value's falling off. Energy on this guy, nah, I don't like that. Change that to something different. And then, like, even, yeah, Magneto's, his value's falling off as well. You could probably strip him down. I'll probably be stripping mine down in the near future. Judgment on her, I like that a lot. Give her some Odin's Blessing. Give her, like, Thanos' Odin's Blessing. She'll definitely make use of them. That's for certain. Especially for Mephisto, she's really good for him because of her survivability. Greed on Captain America with Odin's Blessings. I wouldn't do that. Take those Odin's Blessings, give them to somebody else, 100%. And yeah, give Odin's Blessings to Sharon Rogers. If you're not sure who to give Odin's Blessings to, right? Whether you're energy attack, like, even him, like, he's not bad, but he's not that good. And for me, he's better with energy. But if you're not sure who to give, like, those Odin's Blessings to, give them to characters that like Sharon Rogers, Cable, and for 2 off the top of my head, or Ghost Rider, Odin for energy attack, and then physical attack, like Moon Knight here. I see you got some on him already, not bad. What about Moonstone? You got none on her, huh? Yeah, she's really good. She'll make use of them. But everything's looking pretty good. You're gonna awaken her. Unless you unless you want to be competitive in ABX, I would not awaken her. I just wouldn't. That's the only place that I ever use her. and Valkyrie can score like almost just as much. So characters are working. Like, you don't have Ghost Rider. Definitely get Ghost Rider 100%. Bullseye's not bad, even now from Mephisto. Gwenum, actually, right, if you saw one of my last videos, Gwenum was actually doing pretty well. Gambit's really good. Okay, one of the things for Gambit is that because he can move on its 5th skill, and it's got long range on it, there's a period where, like, you really can't get close to Mephisto. So having that, having to, you know, being able to attack him from range and being able to move around is like invaluable for Mephisto. So this guy Gambit will be very, very good for you, very useful when it comes to Mephisto. So I'd get, you know, work on him for your next Awakening, and for your next tier 3, I totally go for Ghost Rider, and then just go ahead, finish off this guy's gears. They're gonna do some wonders for you. All right, man. Hopefully that helps you out. Let's see, who do we got next? Alrighty, so the next 3 comments I'm gonna pull up, they're from the same person, and you'll see why. Okay, so Carolina Jedi says, hello, my guy. I've literally been watching your channel for about 3 days now, and he commented on a video that I did maybe just a couple days ago. It was the one right after the first Mephisto video, the Daredevil Rogue comparison. He says, and I just love how you do your thing. You make the game make sense. I've been needing that since I started this game. Anyways, as a player for about 4 years now, I've always felt like my tunes just didn't hit as hard as other players. Can you please look at my cards and tell me what I'm missing? I'm new to your channel, so I really don't understand the password part yet, but I'll catch on very soon. Thanks. So I think he's talking about when I used to do the code words, right? I don't do those anymore, so you're all good, man. All right, so let's pull up the next comment from this guy. All right, he says, Mr. Godzillinator, please help me. I don't need roasted. I need help. I'm an older gamer. That's basically what I do. These aren't necessarily roasts. These are me trying to give some friendly, you know, guidance and advice here. Hang on, I'm shutting them notifications off. Okay. And he says, so he's an older gamer, so I don't know all the new lingo, but I've been playing this game for about 4 years now. I've done tier 2, tier 3, Odin's Blessings, and I'm struggling to clear World Boss Ultimate Sages 40. Oh boy, of anybody. Yeah, that could be an issue. I could see why you're reaching out. He says, I can't clear 20 of Thanos. I'm not even dared to challenge Null or Mephisto yet, but I'm here seeing guys clearing stages 75, 85, 99. Oh my god. What am I missing? It honestly seems like my tunes hit weaker than guys that have worse cards than me. Please help me figure this out. My new favorite MFF legend, Mr. Godzillinator himself. Thank you, man. I appreciate the love. And I have one more comment from you. And we're going to look into this. We're going to figure out exactly what's going on. And the last one says, oh, the shade. Did y'all hear it? I mentioned the other day that I've learned more from Godzillinator in 2 days than I did from 2 other prominent MFF creators that I was watching for years. And in the Ring Leader's last video, he took a shot at Godzillinator. I know I'm not the only one who heard it. Content creators beef. I'm riding with Godzillinator. I appreciate you having my back, but so I think you're talking about Cynic Alex, and I don't think that's what what he did. I think he's been good to me. He's been sorry about that. He's actually answered a lot of my questions in terms of like YouTube. You know, we chop it up on Discord here and there, and he's helped me out with like a lot of the tech stuff, just general questions that like I would have really had no idea about until, you know, he kind of shed some light on that. So shout out to you, man. I really appreciate you. But I think if anything, it's just kind of some friendly back and forth, if anything. So I think you might have been taking that the wrong way. I did not see it personally. I'm still yet to check that out. I will be checking that out soon. But actually, I was chatting with him about a video that he did. It was like Energy versus Rage. This was maybe, I don't know, it was before the update, maybe like 4 days ago or so. He did the video. I did have a chance to catch that, and I kind of asked for his blessing to kind of use his video as like me just kind of piggybacking on and can continue in the conversation, because just from all the testing that I've done, I just kind of have some things to add to it. I basically agree with everything he said. I just have some things to add to it. So I'll probably be doing that soon. All right, let's pull up your account, man, and let's see what you got going on here. Let's see why you can't clear stage 40 of World Boss Ultimate. That's bananas. All right, here we go. This is the man's account, the Jedi Knight, I believe it is, right? Yeah, the Jedi Knight. Okay, so your cards here. Your cards look fine. I mean, you got good ignore defense, you got a good skill cooldown. That's basically the two important things you want to watch out for, right? And as far as attack goes, your attack's not bad. Like before crafted cards, right? Your attack would have been considered pretty darn good. So I mean, I'm not going to criticize like your cards individually here. You obviously need more premium cards to start crafting. Like, you could probably go ahead and start crafting this Loki card. I don't see why not. Definitely go ahead and start crafting that and get some Pierce on your cards, and that's going to help you tremendously. I'll tell you that much without even looking at anything else of your account. That right there will help you out. Okay, so let's look at your characters. Let's see what's going on. Okay, you got Spy Tactics. I believe this gives you cooldown. Yeah, okay, so your ISO 8 set for 1, and like, I don't know why Authority on Jean. I don't know. Greed is best. If not Greed, then Regen. That would be my recommendation for her. And okay, so your ISO 8 set looks good. It's fully awakened. Like, you should be able to clear some World Boss Ultimates with just Doctor Strange. I mean, with a proc, I've honestly never tried him with a proc, so I can't really say for certain. But get his new uniform. Right, get Deadpool's new uniform with the all defense down, right? Still being king in World Boss Ultimate, if you're still interested in clearing that. But get a proc on this guy. Get a proc on this guy. Probably even without a proc, with the high all defense down, he should be able to do that. And fill up their Uru slots. That's gonna help you out tremendously as well. And okay, so you got Odin's Blessings on a guy that you only have one slot, one gear filled up with Uru. I wouldn't do that. I would, give Odin's Blessings to a character that you have like fully built, right? Because it's only gonna enhance. Because you essentially you could have 2, 4, 6 more physical attacking Uru on this character, and the Odin's Blessings are basically to fill in the additional slots, in my opinion. So yeah, definitely do that. Let's see. So Cyclops, he's really not that good for really anything anymore. His characters, outshine him. So Rope, you should be able to clear like Proxima. I'm not sure about Ebony just because of his high physical defense, but at least Proxima, you might be able to clear. I don't know, probably not Call. But she is speed, so you can clear Corvus with her. And Sharon Rogers, you have the max proc on. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe your gameplay, maybe your Conqueror level. If your Conqueror level is low, that's going to give you a hard time as well. Try to, in World Boss, clear the highest stage you can every time. Given that you have the time, I know sometimes like you don't have the time and you got to just bump down the stage just to get it done. But if you have the time, clear higher stages. Clear the highest stage without it giving you too much trouble, right? Without having to spend too much time on it. That's what I would do to increase your Conqueror level as quickly as possible. Energy on Luna Snow, no bueno. Give her either, Rage preferably, but if not Rage, then Judgment. And you have Odin's Blessings on her. Give those to somebody who matters, really. And, okay, so you got this guy. You got this whole gear filled up with Odin's Blessings. And then, so what you want to do is, unless like you desperately need those other stats, like you got 4-star crit rate on them, I would give two energy attack Guru on each gear, and then fill in the rest with Odin's Blessings if you're really trying to pack the most punch with that character. You see what I'm saying? And then, okay, this is actually a really good Obelisk. You should be able to do you should be able to one-shot with Beta Ray Bill with that Obelisk for regular World Boss. You should be able to do that. It's Doctor Strange Striker, right? If Doctor Strange Weapon Hex Striker, and then do 5, 4, 3, 6. Boom, done. And then, you can climb your stage just with Beta Ray Build there. There's a lot of one-shotters. A lot of one-shotters out there. Search up a video on one-shots and get more support characters, right? Finish off Valkyrie. get Raven if you can. Finish off this guy. Give him a Judgment or a Rage. Finish off Odin. He's going to do some real work for you. And let's see. Get Moonstone. Gambit's really good. Iron Fist now free to play. I can't speak to Jessica Jones or Luke Cage. Actually, I just got their potential just a little while ago, so I'll be making videos on them too. But yeah, just use the right team ups, use the right strikers, and use the right rotation. I have to imagine maybe some of it's gameplay, and then your conqueror level. Always play the highest stage you can. Don't just play one every time, right? Because that's not going to do anything for your conqueror level. So I hope that helps you out. And then, you know, just pay attention to the advice that I'm giving other people, and that should help you out as well. All right, who do we got next here? Who do we have next? Oh boy, this one's a doozy. Okay, so Torchmeltsall says, man, they're doing Daredevil dirty. Want to see that Iron Fist video? Currently building them up. Also wondering who I should tier 3 after Black Widow and Ghost Rider. Okay, so I already pulled this guy's account or this comment up, and I said I was going to get to him. This is Torchmeltsall. Let's look at, okay, so I actually have his card stats pulled up here, and I mean, dude, you got really low ignore defense, you have low cooldown. I mean, you definitely need to work on your cards. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so this card, roll this 100%. You can get both attack stats on it, and it's 1 quality. You're literally not going to lose anything. All those variable stats, they're all terrible. They're all bad, and you just need better cards. Like, okay, this card is actually, if you get a decent roll on this card is actually not that bad. The Uncanny X-Men card, I've looked at this before, but you don't have a good roll on it, and it's 1 quality. Like, you roll that, roll this. You need to roll all your cards is what you need to do, 100%. You know, so all these cards are free to play except this Black Widow card. Get a copy of those cards, and then just roll them in the backstage. And you definitely want to increase. You want your ignore defense. You know, if you got your ignore defense and cooldown to about 25, 30, you'd be in a good spot. You'd be in a good spot, and obviously you want more attack. So work on that. And okay, you got energy on this guy, but okay, you're definitely gonna want to. Okay, but you have a 140 proc on this. Get the max. Get 200 proc on it. Shouldn't be that hard. I know, like, sometimes it can be a pain, but it's totally worth it. And okay, so here, okay, wow, is this just a brand new account here? Am I on the right account? So he says, okay, so I'm guessing I'm on the right account because he's got Ghost Rider and Black Widow here. So okay, you got good CTPs on him, but okay, the HP Odin's Blessings, don't do that. Give those to a PvP character. Give him the Sentry. If he could be your timeline guy. He could do like both PvE and PvP, even with the energy, right? It wouldn't be a bad idea actually, but you might want to save him for if you get Jean Grey. We're going to see how Icarus is. I'll be doing a showcase on him very soon. Maybe he could be your timeline guy. I've heard some good things about him, but for tier 3, like, okay, since you're gonna need like an 800 CCF character, I wouldn't do Venom. I wouldn't work on him. Yeah, Ghost Rider. Yeah, finish off Beta Ray Bill. I mean, Thor's not that bad as an 800 CCF character. Let me look at my team here. Rogue. You could definitely do Rogue. I would totally do Rogue because you can rank her up with Phoenix Feathers as well. Same with Cable. They're both free to play characters, right? Rogue and Cable, and you can rank them with Phoenix Feathers. We get those plenty. Moon Knight as well. Work on him. He's gonna bring great value to your account. So I would do that. I mean, you're a brand new account. I would totally start working on that 100%. All right, but yeah, you definitely got a ways to go, but you'll get there, my friend. You will totally get there, and I can kind of understand your cards now. That kind of makes sense, but yeah, roll this. This is what I would do. Roll this, get at least 4 quality with one of the attack stats, and then start crafting it. Get some Pierce on your cards, and that's going to help you out tremendously. Get through these game modes. Maybe even start clearing null, right? You can get like one clear null, start get that CCF and those juicy rewards, and then you just piggyback off that, my friend. All right. Who do we have next? All right, here we go. Okay, so this gentleman here, I'm going to read the comment. I'm actually not pulling up his account, and I'll explain to you why in just a second. Okay, so Grahamwhale, he says, I'm going to have to stop subscribing to your channel. I'm afraid. You're playing at an advanced level, which I'm not at and unlikely to be for a while, maybe ever. I can't benefit from most of your vids. Sorry, but thanks for the small piece of advice you gave on Beta Ray build. Much appreciated. Good luck with the channel. Hope it gets bigger. All the best, Godzillanator. And he leaves his IGN. And I actually responded to this. I said, sorry to hear that, man. You know what I'll do? I'll give you a roast for the road. A roast for the road. And you know, thanks for your support. And then he says, he said not to do that. He said don't roast him. So I'm respecting his wishes. And, you know, I appreciate you hanging around the channel. I wish you could have benefited more from, you know, some of the videos that I'm putting out. Sorry to hear that. But to show you that I wasn't kidding around when I said I would roast you, here's the account. So I'm not sure if you're watching this, but hopefully, you know, you get to where you want to be, my friend. All right, and the account that we are pulling up is going to be this guy here, Jaden. He says, hey, man, new to the channel, and I already love the content. Any tips on what I could do to my account so that I can finally take down Null? Still can't clear stage 1, but getting closer each week. IGN, Yeti Cupcake. Okay, Yeti Cupcake. Let's check you out. I actually already got you pulled up here. All right, so Yeti Cupcake. Let's look at his cards. Okay, so he has 2 premium cards here. Let's see. He started crafting the Scarlet Witch Quicksilver card and 5 quality, but you really, I mean, you got crit damage down there. Okay, so the thing is about this card, you could either, where the crit damage, I believe it's where the crit damage is, you could either have energy attack or a physical attack proc, and it's actually the good proc. It's the proc when attacking. I'm pretty sure it is. So either one of those, I would definitely roll this card to just get either one of those. So this way you kind of have like a double chance to get it. The proc I think would actually be better. It's worth a little bit more, but the energy attack would be just fine. If these are your only 2 premium cards, and this one here, yeah, I'd roll this too. You could actually get, I believe, crit damage, I think attack speed. I have one rolled with like actually decent stats. Let's see what I have that rolled with. Yeah, I got a bunch of these. So I believe it's this one here. Yeah, attack speed, crit damage, physical attack. Like if you had this roll, I'd say go ahead and craft, right? If you only have like a few premium cards or a couple, it looks like for you, not a terrible card, you're right, especially if you don't have a whole lot of options. But let's see what else you got. So this is actually an okay roll. This is an okay roll, and then this one, yeah. So this one, what I would do with this card is every Loki card every one of these cards that I got, I would lock them. Maybe not every single one, because you can get a whole lot of them, especially if it's a card that you're getting from Dimension Mission. Lock enough to where every time you rank up a card, it's this card here, and then sooner or later you're going to get a decent roll, because you can get the physical attack proc, and you can get either physical attack or energy attack on the card, and then you can get ignore defense as well. So where the attack speed is, that's where the proc is, and then I think where the poison resist, that's where the attack stat is. But whoa, okay, yeah. So yeah, you need more ignore defense, you need more cooldown, you need a lot of stuff. Also, what you need all the card set bonuses, my friend. So first and foremost, every card that you don't have ranked to 6-star, you want to go ahead, you want to look at all the card set bonuses. So card collection here, right? All these card collections, you want to rank up every single card, especially all the free to play, you know, cards. You want to rank them up to 6 stars, so you get these card set bonuses. You get, it's free stats, my friend. So go ahead and get those. Yeah, I'm missing the anniversary cards. Go ahead and get those, and that'll add some value to your account right there, first and foremost. And then, you know, you definitely got to work on that. So I could see why you're not clearing them. You want to cap off your ignore defense. And for your characters here, yeah, I mean, you could probably, you know, clear them with a proc. Okay. Oh wow. All right, so first of all, you got an energy on Wolverine, and it's got a 120 proc. No. Put the energy on Sharon Rogers, and you have this roll with a 140 proc. Okay, first golden rule with CTPs, roll them with the max proc. Roll them with the max proc for 1. All right, for 2, yeah, don't put an energy on Wolverine. That's for 2. Give that to Sharon Rogers. What do you got on this guy? You got a rage on this guy. Very good, very good. Put Odin's blessings on him if you can. What do you got on him? Energy on him. I like it. What do you got to roll with? 160. What is this rolled with? Okay, that actually has the max roll on that. I'll roll this with the max proc. It's you know, I know they could be a pain, but it's totally worth it, as I mentioned. So Sharon Rogers, put an energy on her, give her Cyclops lead with I don't know, even with Moon Knight, right? Cyclops, Sharon Rogers, Moon Knight. You should be able to clear with that, but you got to work on your cards first. You got to work on your cards, and strive for that one clear, right? Use all your firepower for one clear, right? Get a support if you can. If you can get Mystique or Valkyrie. I mean, you could even do Cyclops, Sharon Rogers and Valkyrie or Raven, one of the two, and that should help you get it clear. But like I said, you got to work on your cards. Got to work on the cards. But it looks like you have the right idea. Just better. Okay, put Odin's blessings on characters that have CTPs, right? The characters that you want them to perform at their absolute very best, but you don't want to give Odin's blessing the character that you have a crit damage 160 proc on. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense because Odin blessings, they're too valuable. They're too rare and they're too valuable. And like this is good, fixes Uru a bit. Give him 6-star Uru if you can, and roll that to the 200 proc. So you got a little work to do. You got some work cut out for you, my friend. And as far as like next character to work on, definitely continue ranking up Sentry. Get Cable. Cable's really good. I can't rave enough on how good Cable is. Finish Rogue off too. So Cable, Rogue, and they're both, as I mentioned for the last guy, they're both, mutants. So you can rank them up with Phoenix Feathers and Emkron crystals. And then maybe for an Awakened character, Beta Ray Bill, for sure. He's very good. And who else? Oh, Moonstone. Beta Ray Bill, Moonstone. You already have Moon Knight. Those are the characters that I would work on next. All right, so I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's it. We got to, I believe, I think it was 6 or 7. I don't know, because one of the things was 3 comments in one. But in any case, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this helps not only the people's accounts that I actually pulled up, but all this advice is for everybody. It's generally speaking, so you may be making the same mistakes as somebody else. Oh, and by the way, roll that. You want the chain hit damage is very important. You got low attack and low chain hit damage. I would say at least like 25 attack and then at least like 15 chain hit. Those would be like my minimum parameters on a judgment, and it's going to make the value skyrocket for sure. It's all about the procs, my friend. Roll them to, so they have decent stats. Okay, so back to what I was saying now. Yeah, so the advice isn't just for, just the person's account that I'm looking up, because you may in fact be doing the same thing, right? So, all this stuff is generally speaking. So in any case, guys, you better stay tuned, you stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there. And by the way, like I said, I got her potential and I got this guy's potential. So it's coming. It's coming, baby. We're going to be doing some Defender showcases. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage. Let me know who you want to see first. Who do you want to see first? Godzilla Nader out.